Permissions may be granted to users or a user group on 4 different levels: corporation, department, module, or template. Note that some modules have their own permissions that are managed within the module itself. Permissions applied at the level shown in this video will allow you to hide the module from users if you give them the deny permission. To control permissions within the module, access the module and go to the permissions section within the module. Not all modules have their own permissions, however, Calendar and Form Builder are examples of modules that have their own permissions. The item you are adding permissions on can be seen at the table header. To give a user permissions, you would go to Create, and this is where you would type in their username, and then the user group. eSolution recommends controlling permissions by user group rather than individual users, as it simplifies configuration and eases long-term maintenance. While iCreate has the ability to grant permissions at the user level, we will focus on user groups in this video. Choose the user group to add permissions to from the drop-down list. You can click Administrator, Approvers, or Token Permission Editors. And then the permissions. The level of permissions are denied. You have no access to perform any task of the selected item. Administrator, you can read, write, create, and delete access to selected items. Read-only access to selected items. Read and write, this allows you to read and write access to the selected items. Read, write, create, this allows you to read, write, and create access to the selected items. Read, write, delete, and create. This allows you to read, write, delete, and create access to the selected items. In addition, administrator access is required to perform any level of user management, so while users can have administrator roles, they can only add new users if they have an administrator level permission. If you would like to go back and remove a certain role or edit a role, you can do so by doing it on the main permissions module. Under Options, if you click the arrow, this is where you can edit their permissions.